first up we got this guy. He is an expanded universe character that luckily made his way over to the new Disney Star Wars canon, which, thankfully they've recovered this really cool character, I think. Now, he's not that much of an action figure so much. I mean, he's kind of like, reminds me of Director Krennic, except he's way better. Now, first of all, he's blue. Yeah, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Kind of weird to see his hands, because almost every time I ever see this guy, he's got his hands folded behind his back. And he's all, military commander, right? Carry on, Captain. You know, he pull his hands out like this, and maybe he speaks with his hands a little more. And this way he's a little more like, I don't know, like Tommy Lee Jones. Hey, you over there, I want you to go take this thing over there and not give me no guts and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, maybe he looks a little like Tommy Lee Jones, not sure. Grand Admiral Thrawn, yeah, he came with a gun. I haven't read that many of the comic books with him in them, or seen very many of the shows, animated shows that he's in. But, I kind of dig him. I remember him more from the Star Wars miniatures game that was a craze back in the early 2000s, early to mid 2000s. And he was a playable character in that miniatures game, and always a great guy to have on your team. Tactical genius. Then we got Captain Phasma, one of my first Star Wars Black Series purchases ever, I think. She looks pretty cool. I love her armor. I really like the look of this character. One of the things I really liked about The Force Awakens. I like the design of the new Stormtroopers, and her design complements that pretty well. Yeah, it's just too bad we never got to see her under the mask, and we never really got to see her do anything other than fight with Finn in The Last Jedi and get killed. So, I don't know. Really wish they'd done more with her character in the sequel trilogy. What a shame. Hello, what have we here? This is a vintage Lando. Well, the figure's not vintage. I guess it's about 5 years old, 6 years old. But, from The Empire Strikes Back. Also, I've had this Black Series figure for quite some time. Yeah, it comes with a blaster. He actually also came with a little microphone thing that he speaks into. But as you can see, I don't have it with me. But yeah, he comes with this cool, like, James Brown looking cape. Too bad I don't have the microphone, because then he could totally be like James Brown. He'd be singing, and then he would like collapse on stage, down to his knees, kind of thing, and then some guy'd come along and, oh, James Brown, the Godfather of Soul, and he'd give him a cape. This is one of my favorite figures that I have, also one of the very first ones that I bought. First one I bought on Amazon anyway. It is, what is that? Is that a Stormtrooper? Well, you'd think so, but no. It's Han Solo, disguised as a Stormtrooper. Now, I love this figure because, well, I love this figure because, like, mainly because I can use him as a Stormtrooper. I mean, he looks the part, right? Looks just like any other Stormtrooper. Blends in quite well. I don't think I've ever displayed this figure with his helmet off, although I certainly could. But I don't need to, because I've got actual Han Solo right here from A New Hope. Comes with his iconic blaster. Yeah, he comes with all his standard gear. He actually came with an extra pair of hands that has like the yellowy kind of pilot gloves that he wears for a couple of scenes in A New Hope. And I gotta say, he's a very early Star Wars Black Series figure as well. Also one of the first perhaps 5 figures that I bought. And I really like the sculpt on this. I like his vest. It's cool. And when it comes to the face sculpt, let's see if it's kind of how it compares to that. Okay, you can see the hair color is a little different. I think I actually prefer the Stormtrooper head sculpt over this one. This one he just looks kind of like, meh, oh, go save the universe, eh? And this one he's more like, looks a little more serious. This one is just kind of like, eh. Looks more like David Duchovny, I think, than Harrison Ford. This one, well, I guess they're both pretty good. So it's Han Duo. Yeah, as you can see, I go to great lengths to preserve my Star Wars Black Series figures. Yeah, we'll see you next time, and may the Force be with you.